What's going on, everybody? Thanks for joining me. This is Brian here with Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. It is July 10th, 2020. It is Venus Day, so that's good. It's Friday, it's a good day to feel good. Venus is finally picking up some pace here, which I think is cool because, well, 9 degrees, starting to move. We're getting some action here. I pulled up this chart because, to be honest, there's not like a ton of action going on. Like, so many things are moving slow. So many planets are slow right now in retrograde. And, we have Mars, which is going 33 minutes a day. So Mars is moving. So, like, we do have this drive and this passion to move forward into this new world, this new identity. But, we look at Venus here, and Venus is still moving very slow, slower than Mars at 29. And Venus is, Venus, Earth, Mars, right? So Venus moves much faster than Earth and Mars even. So that's just to show like we're still in that Venus shadow. And Venus is still just trying to pick up her, she's getting going forward again, which is great. So, values and love are moving forward today. But she's gonna start outpacing Mars here. So that's kind of where this like sextile comes into play. Is we're getting this sextile play, and it's kind of just like drawn out, but it's where we can we can go get and be curious on these new values in life and go towards this like place of feeling good within ourself, within our identity. And same thing with Mars moving up on Chiron, because Chiron's completely stopped. If we go back over here and find our friend Chiron, like 3 seconds a day, snapshot, station. Like Chiron moves slow anyways. It's in between Saturn and Uranus, so it's out there. But yeah, this is just and has a really funny orbit too. So sometimes it comes and it moves a little bit faster, and then sometimes it's slower. Anyways, that's another story. But yeah, we're just at this place of like we need to take this snapshot of healing. Go for what feels good with your new identity. Like, we're all getting this new identity upgrade this year, and Mars is spending all this time in Aries. It is the god of war, and he is going to bring a lot of drive and passion to this planet. But also in Aries too, on an individual standpoint, this is like with a retrograde for going to be here for 6 months, and a retrograde, and the retrograde's fully in the sign. Last time Mars retrograded in Aries, it moved back into Pisces. So this isn't all Aries. I mean, this is going to scrape Aries clean with Mars energy, and it's really going to put us in this place of going to this like new identity. It's going to scrape our ego and our identity clean, and it's no coincidence that that's where we are at right now. That's with all the Capricorn just dismantling and like changing of that area, and Pluto scraping that clean for 12 years, and Saturn, Jupiter. It's been a long time coming. So it's just that's kind of the day, is to focus on what feels good and what brings you joy and happiness in this life, and what makes you feel good, and why focus on things that don't. We did have the moon last night, more this morning. I think on the West Coast it was at like 2:30, so East Coast could have woke up with this if you're an early riser. But we had the moon conjunct Neptune, trining the sun, and then also making a sextile to Jupiter. So the moon is still sextile Jupiter and Pluto, and it's coming up on Saturn. So that is one good aspect today, where we can take that dreamy state and like, I want to say, just this is a good time to stop thinking about time. Ironically enough, like, I've been getting so many downloads about time, and how the time is what's like actually holding us back, like being on this 3D time schedule of like, how it is. Go to bed at 10, wake up at 6, wake up at 7, whatever it is, like this programming. So time's an interesting thing, and Capricorn rules time. And I think Neptune here and the moon are like, we're at this place where we gotta, Capricorn's getting scraped clean. Like there's gonna be a new structure coming, and I think that the more we hold on to that structure and that time system, the more we're just gonna get trapped in something that's not gonna serve us anymore. Like we gotta evolve and grow. So whatever that means to you, about time. But I've been getting a lot of hits about time lately, so I'm probably gonna change my schedule up a little bit, and just stop living on the time schedule. We do have these nodes also that moved off of 29 degrees. They were there since May 5th when they moved into Gemini and Sag. So this was kind of a big move. It happened yesterday, and it kind of took it off that edgy 29th degree where, finally we can start maybe seeing more truth and like being open to more truth instead of like kind of being stuck, right on the border of like Capricorn and that illusion, and right on, and we're still dealing with emotions. So it was no wonder that we had, we get 2 new moons in Cancer this month. We have another one coming up, and we had the eclipses. So yeah, definitely the foundation, our Cancer energy, the roots of our being, our that deep foundation within ourselves is getting tested, and it's getting strengthened right now. Mercury's stationed till Sunday, when it'll go direct. Same day Chiron goes retrograde. It's just that, it's that time right now. Nothing's really moving. That's why I showed you guys this chart. Like it's just, we're so slow. And we do have Mars ripping through his home sign. So yeah, there's like action, and people are edgy, and it's coming off that like Mercury square to Mercury. So no doubt, there's definitely this like this edgy vibe. But I think the more we tune in, because we have such good, Neptune's getting aspected so well with the sun coming up on that exact trine tomorrow, and then still that build up to the exact hit with Jupiter. There's like an abundance in trusting in the unknown and going deep within yourself, and not taking anything from outside yourself right now, and really just going inside and figuring things out. Like I think we're all getting all the messages we need. It's just a matter if you want to listen to those messages or not, and accept that healing and grow. Like, with all this Aries, Mars in Aries with the retrograde and Chiron coming up on the retrograde, like the rest of this year's like it's just a new identity. Like we got to evolve. We can't keep the same one forever. Uranus at 10 degrees. I want to talk about that because it is July 10th. And I noticed this was like a synchronicity when I first woke up and I looked at the chart for today, and I saw Uranus at 10 degrees, 10 minutes. Like the 1010 angel number is, you focus on your spiritual growth and like you're on the right path. And I think that that's such a powerful thing for Uranus to tell us today, is to just focus on like you're making huge strides spiritually. We all are. This is a big upgrade this year. This is like the second 2012. The Mayans weren't wrong. It just took some time to play out more, because we are just going through a complete restructure of our reality as our planet, our galaxy goes through the galactic center. This is a much bigger sine wave that I should do a whole thing on for you guys, but this is a huge shift in consciousness and everything else. So we're at this crazy point in time, ironically enough, because time does exist here, even though I'm saying kind of want to get off it, but it does exist. And it's time to focus within and focus and connect to the outer the outer realms, our spiritual realms. We all exist on these different timelines, like the past, present, future. It's all right now, in the here and now, and you can tap into these other timelines by connecting with your guides and connecting to the deeper thing and tuning out the reality. Meditation's very powerful right now, I think, with these good aspects to Neptune. There's a lot of truth within yourself, and you can find a lot of clarity within yourself. So, I didn't have much to talk about today, but I'm glad that I brought this chart up because it gave me something to talk about, because we are just kind of stuck and, looking at the essential dignity scores, Saturn +10, Jupiter -9, We do have Venus at +3, but the Sun, Mercury -5, and then Mars +6 because he's got Chiron there and making squares to Mercury. You know, time is kind of holding us back right now, and Saturn's kind of got us by the balls, if you will, for now. But tune into something that feels good. Do the emotional healing within yourself, the identity healing. Find yourself, trust yourself, because you have all the answers within you. We don't need to look outside for the answers, believe it or not. They'll come to you when you ask for them or when you're ready. I hope you guys had a great week. It is Venus Day, so I hope you're feeling good. Finding that value and that self-love and that beauty. And as she starts to pick up her pace, which she is, every day now, she's going to start moving a little faster to get out of shadow. She'll be in shadow until July 28th, when she passes 21 degrees of Gemini. And I think right now, she's trying to really have us figure out what we do value. In Gemini, we got to be curious. Don't want to get stuck. The 6 of Wands. Don't get stuck. We need to go forward. We need to go to that higher place in life. And see the passion when we go to this higher place and not be scared. I know I always say scared when I pull these cards, but I pick up so much fear. Not so much from people that watch this, but just from the collective in general. I think people that watch this are not living that life, to be honest. But it's still, there's this collective fear out there, and man, we got to go to that higher place and get to there so that we can feel good. There's just so much love if you go to a higher place within yourself and really find that passion within and be yourself. And I think Mars, Chiron, Lilith, the moon's about to come over there and make some 3/4 squares to being in Aries. A lot of cardinal energy. We definitely are taking action on finding a new way right now, emotionally, physically, with our our body, ourself. So this has just been kind of a slow week to go within, and Neptune's getting aspected so well. It's really asking us to tune into that super high frequency and go to a higher place in life. I love you all very much. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, please do like and subscribe. That means so much to me. And I will be back tomorrow for a weekend video. And yeah. Hey, go do something fun today. I might go to the river for the 3rd day in a row because it's been really good just disconnecting. So anyways, love you very much. Have a great day.